Welcome to my sex room. He like the way I'm doing it. I'm throwing that shit back like boom. Welcome to my sex room. I'm feeling real groovy. Yeah, I'm feeling real groovy off the shrooms. Welcome to my sex room. Like the way I'm doing it. I'm throwing that shit back like boom. Welcome to my sex room. He like the way I'm doing it. I'm throwing that shit.
What up, what up, what up, y'all? Welcome back to After Dark with Dr. Chocolate, where the lights are low and the stories are really, really wild, and the judgment is still pending. Grab your favorite drink and let's get into it. So, today we are talking about the secret invitation, you know? And what secret invitation is that? It is the secret invitation to the sex parties. An event where people gather in consensual, often social setting to engage in sexual activity, typically in a group or with multiple partners. It can be part of a broader sex positive or sex positive party culture, which celebrates sexual freedom, diversity, and mutual respect. These gatherings may be organized by individuals, communities, or clubs and can range from small, intimate gatherings to large public events. Uh, must have consent, okay? You need to be safe. Please get the consent, be safe, okay? Be ready for diversity because at these parties there's people of all backgrounds if you want to go. Make sure you got your emotional boundaries, okay? Be prepared, okay? You can get some benefits from this. They say sexual exploration. Hey, you you know what I'm talking about? You can explore some things, get a few benefits from being an explorer. Emotional and social connection, a confidence boost, mood and brain health, community and belonging are some of the potential benefits of going to a sex party. Okay, well, of course, one thing you do know is that I definitely brought the clips. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Okay, because why not?
Going to a sex club, but you don't know the rules. Well, here's my top five. One is it's all about consent. So you have to ask if you want to touch someone. If they say no, respect their answer.
RESPECT, man. You better absolutely respect. You know what I'm talking about? They already allowed your little self to be in the party. Now don't be disrespectful, okay? Just because you see it and you want it don't mean you can have it. Okay? You must be approved. Let's get into it.
No means no. Number two, always bring protection. That means condoms, lube, whatever fun stuff you like to use as well. And don't go without that. Number three, be clean. Nobody likes doing anything with somebody that's stinky. Number four, be sexy. Dress sexy. That means whatever it means to you. It could
Okay, she keep it 100, but that be clean thing, that's a big one. I like her rules. What y'all feeling about her rules? I think they pretty good. I'm feeling them right now. She said get some consent, Then she said have respect. She said be sexy. She said bring protection. And she said don't come without it. You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
mean evening clothes, it could be sexy lingerie, could mean being naked. But whatever makes you feel sexy, that's what you want to go for. And number five is just enjoy yourself. It's all about having fun. If you're not having fun, then stop. Nobody should force you to do anything that you don't want to do. It's all about enjoyment and pleasure. So if you go, let me know how you get on.
Wait, let me know how you get on. Wait, wait. How you let me know how you get on? How you get on what, ma'am? Boy, so she has some fun in her day. She got that old school hippie vibe, y'all. And she's a little freaky deak. So y'all understand what she was putting down? Hopefully, okay? She didn't get you the game. I think her top five questions her top five is like really good for you if you're a beginner. Now, some of y'all probably need to tell us what's going on. Some of y'all might need to comment below and give us the rules because we don't necessarily know. I have never been. Okay. So I'm just learning as you guys are learning. So let's just get into it. Why not?
Hey, babes, I know some of you are trying to go out to these spicy parties. I know you're trying to do some spicy events. I know you're trying to put yourselves out there. We love that for you. Do it. Go after your desires. Make those invitations. Do it. But let's talk about how not to be creepy doing that, because I know some of you are worried about that. You're worried you're going to be a little too creepy. You don't know how to approach. You don't know what's going on. So let's talk about how not to be creepy.
Let's not to be creepy, guys. Now, if you if you want to go to these parties, do not be creepy, and definitely don't be saying Dr. Chocolate told y'all to go. Okay, especially if you're gonna be creepy. Now, if you're gonna be cool, be like, you know what I'm saying? They be like, how you learn about the steak bar? You be like, man, Dr. Chocolate, man, you know what I'm talking about? But if you're gonna be weird and creepy, man, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that.
At spicy parties. Number one thing, creepy energy is leaky energy. What does that mean? That means that you need to be able to hold in your body the attraction and desire you have for other people that you are going to see and engage with at this party. You are going to go to this party and probably engage with at least one person that you're like, ooh, I attracted to them, whatever, some desire for them, potentially, most likely. What are you going to do with that? What does that mean? You are absolutely allowed to have that feeling. You are absolutely allowed to have that desire and be like, ooh, this person is attractive. I want to connect with them. When you make that feeling somebody else's problem, that's where you get creepy. So just because you are attracted to someone does not mean that that is their now responsibility to return that attraction or engage with you about that attraction.
Be a teacher. Cause the way she just helped me with that, like, girl, cause you know, if I go and be like, oh my God, he's so sexy, like, oh, I might have been the creepy person she talking about. But when she just said that you can't make that be nobody else's problem, that is within you. Don't let it out. Just go on and give them the eye tie, cause that's what I'm gonna do, y'all. So just do the eye thing. Don't do anything weird, guys, cause she telling us that you know you could potentially become weird if you do too much, guys. So do not do too much.
And so when you're feeling that level of attraction come up, you need to be checking in with yourself to say, hey, am I projecting this onto this person? Am I being overly initiatory with this desire that it is now becoming a problem for them to manage versus an invitation to respond to? Right? An invitation to respond to is something that has no pressure attached to it, coercion attached to it, and is an invitation. But once we get into that creepy energy, we begin to place responsibility on the other person to show up to our desire in some way or to manifest our desire in some way.
So something like some type of stalker. Okay. So then that's when you getting creepy when you know they ain't even really pushing up on you, but you pushing up on them. Okay, guys, do not be doing that. She says it need to be mutual. It need to be like some mutualness in this. You gotta want me, I gotta want you type. Other than that, don't push up on nothing at the party like that. We should be pushing up on each other. Okay, so then we talking about just the mutual attraction thing, not no one sided thing. And you definitely don't want that, especially like if y'all about to get in the end. You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to force somebody else to be attracted to you? Okay, all right. I hope she is teaching y'all something. I think she should be a teacher. She is doing a really good job for me.
And so when we're at these parties, you need to be navigating with yourself. Am I holding on to this energy myself, or am I projecting it? Am I pushing it out in a way that is now becoming creepy and making it somebody else's responsibility? And the reality is, people that are at spicy parties understand and know that they're going to get approached, that there's a potential to get approached. That is the reality. When you sign your little form, when you go in there, that is the consent form that you are agreeing to. And so the reality is, people should be prepared to be approached, right? And that means that you should feel comfortable making that approach and invitation without attaching a bunch of things to it or making it someone else's problem, because that is the flow and the energy of the space. And so you really just want to be sure that when you're making those invitations, they are true invitations, and that you are not placing a bunch of external projected energy into that invitation to make them feel coerced or responsible for your attraction.
Okay. I think she laid it down perfectly for anybody who is thinking about or wanting to go and attend a party. Okay. I think she absolutely between her and the first lady, with the few little rules, and then I think she gave that whole creepy vibe, like a big thing. So now you know if you was thinking, oh, I'm just gonna go because sex is involved and I can just have sex. I'm guessing you shouldn't think like that. Even though it is that kind of party, but you probably shouldn't think like that. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, shout out to her, man. She definitely gave the word. Now, if you should want to find a party, here is what you should probably think of.
Talk about it. Start mentioning it to people, or like bring up the conversation about parties and play parties. I know it's hard sometimes, but like even start a conversation regarding open-mindedness or something. You'll be surprised about how many people that are in the scene in some way or form around you, and you will find places to go and connections through that. If you don't talk about it, it's really hard to build any type of community or get invited to any type of community.
And plus, you got these websites nowadays now, so don't forget about the website. But you should be able to talk, 'cause especially in your community. But I'm thinking that you can find some of this stuff. I don't know. I never tried it, but I'm sure they got these pages that you can find it at. People are listing stuff like they used to have Craigslist. I don't know if they still got the Craigslist. You got to ask Diddy, allegedly, but I don't know. Okay. And then they have like, used to be like a back page, allegedly. I don't know. I know they got some other little pages you ain't heard it from me. But just maybe Google might even also help you.
However, though, saying that, if you're not talking about it, Instagram, Google, there's like loads of parties, and you can definitely find their Instagram pages. They do socials. And if you find one, it's very likely that they are following others. So then you can kind of go into see who they have in common, who they follow, who they're not. Even on my page, if you want to go and have a look, I follow quite a few, and then you can go through there if you want to like scroll through. Yeah, I mean, there's KB, DV, KK, Joyride, TG, all these shortcuts, like for the names. But yeah, I would go on Instagram pages, or I would actually just start talking about it, because I swear, when you start, you'll see how many there is out there.
Facts. I believe that. I believe that if you're in a group or at a bar or somewhere like that, I believe you can talk about it. It's just like any other thing that people bring up that they don't know about. People be, bold enough to ask about drugs, so be bold enough to ask about sex. I'm just saying, people will ask about anything, right? So be bold enough to, share. Because honestly, if you're bold enough to go to the party, then you're bold enough to be seen. You bold enough for people to know. Because if you go to a party, you don't know who's gonna be there, right? When you get there, they're there. But you know what I'm talking about? All right, let's get into it.
There's many different types. There's, the big fancy ones in the hills with like Joe Rogan. No, just kidding.
Okay, well, like Diddy allegedly, the big parties in the LA hills and stuff like that.
I don't know if he's there.
Joe.
I meant to say like someone like Joe Biden, but that was the wrong Joe.
How's
There's
she
the
crazy?
fancy ones where you sign an NDA, and then there's like the little warehouse parties, and then there's like the little kickbacks.
Have you ever been to one of those like fancy ones with NDAs?
Yeah. I remember being 20 and going into this party, and like everyone was wearing the mask, eyes wide shut. There was a performance where everyone was having like a choreographed orgy, and we all clapped. Remember, I'm 20, so it's like on Monday I went back to school, and I was like, yo, you guys have no idea what I just saw.
Yeah.
No one believed me.
He said, no one believed you. I believe you. Because when I first heard the stories that I heard, I was like, what? They got floors? Because somebody told me about a little party where it's levels and floors and all kind of stuff, where each floor has, a kink or whatever you like, you pick a floor. So, yeah, it is parties out there. It is parties. Okay, like I never been to none, but there's house parties, there's mansion parties, there's, like she said, warehouse parties, there's ongoing regular parties, guys. So if you know anything about them, go ahead and drop the comments below. Hey, if you want to drop some IG pages or some information for some of the people who may watch this and kind of want to know, because somebody's probably interested. Okay, so let's continue.
To go to a sex party and you're like so nervous, but it's a thing you are really interested in, just know that there are other people there that are just as nervous, and they will be so excited that you are there to talk to them.
And that you are
so
nervous.
true.
Yes.
They'll be like, thank God.
And then you will make friends with those people, and then the next time you can all go together, and then it doesn't feel so scary.
I love.
So when you make friends with those people, do you make friends and make sex? Or like what kind of friends are you guys becoming?
That's like big first day of school energy. You know,
Yes.
you just remember that it's everyone else's first day of school as well.
Yes.
And that's so nice.
Even as someone who's gone a bunch, I feel like sometimes I'm like, ooh, I get that little, like, the first day of school, like, ugh. And then as soon as we get there, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember why I like this, and this is very fun, and I don't feel any anxiety anymore.
And there's a real conversation starter. I feel like it's pretty, if there's ever a lull in conversation, it's like, there's so much to discuss at a sex party. You can just be like, what brought you here?
Yeah.
What are you in?
Yeah, what brought you here? Hey, we definitely about to start up a conversation because we all about to say the same stuff. What? Oh, okay. I see how it go, y'all.
Into?
Yeah, or how did you get into that thing that I just watched? Because that's crazy.
Okay. So now we talking about because if you at the party, of course y'all probably watching a scene. You gonna talk about the scene you just watched, or maybe like she said, you just did something. Now she like, man, how did you do that? Okay, so the party can become like pretty serious, huh? Oh, okay, I see. That party could turn into a whole little conversation. It could be educational purposes there. You could be learning. Okay. Now I don't know if you can actually go watch and not do anything. But because I heard that some places you have to be active, like you can't just come in there and just look. So I don't know. I guess everybody has their own set of rules. Like I said, I never went. Y'all gonna be like, did you go or not? So I haven't been, guys. I haven't been.
Thing you've ever done in bed?
The what? Oh God. I've gone to a sex party before.
Have you?
Yeah.
What's that? What is that like?
It was amazing.
Was it?
That is not me. I am not using an accent, guys.
Oh my God. It was like Wonderland.
She said Wonderland. I'm done. Safe to say she had hella fun.
I went to a fetish one.
Yeah.
And beforehand, like, in my head, like,
You see what she said? She said she went to a fetish one. See, there's different types of parties. Okay.
I had all these ideas of what it's going to be like, everyone's just going to be in leather and it's going to be really scary and aggressive. I enjoyed being in that club more than I enjoyed going to raves. Everyone was so respectful. Everyone was like really nice. I mean, obviously they were trying to fuck each other, so everyone was nice to each other.
Did you get involved though?
Oh, I did. But I went with my boyfriend. A lot of it for me was like voyeuristic. I think I went to like a Valentine's ball. It was so pretty. And it was just literally just like looking around and being immersed in this like complete other world, like in London, but like nobody knows where it is.
In London too? I wonder. So she was with her dude, so she didn't do nothing with nobody else. Oh, but that must have been awesome.
Like you can have sex anywhere. And then they also have like a designated area called the couples room. So obviously it's my first time there, so I'm like, I'm just gonna get a bit pissed. So I loosen up. And I remember I was like talking with my partner, and then he was like, look, and I was like, what? And he's like, look next to you. And I looked, and there was a woman just giving a guy a head, just casually. She just started. And I was like, oh, okay. And then it was the fact that it was happening, and like it was shock at first, but then afterwards, it was like, this isn't weird.
Okay, then she started doing it to her boyfriend because that's why he told her to look. Okay, he's like, babe. Hey, look. He was trying to whisper so that they couldn't hear, babe. Look, babe, you see what she's doing? Do you want to try that? Hey, because if you at the party already, it could just be easy peasy, right? If you look around, you see something, you're like, babe, you want to do that? Babe, look, the party gonna probably make you turn up a notch, right? Because people looking at you, you looking at people. So you know you want to be the best you can be, you know what I'm saying? Be all you can be, you know?
People show up to a sex party. Then they get to choose whether or not they are attracted to someone and whether or not they would like to engage in sexual activity going forward. The main word right there is choose. When you walk into the door of a sex party, a sex convention, a sex toy store, you are not giving someone blanket consent. Consent does not start then. Consent starts when you start engaging with the person and they verbally or with their body language indicate to you that they want to engage in something sexual. The fact that you in your mind have decided this is a sexual situation is not enough consent for that to start.
She's saying exactly the same thing the other lady said, and in a little bit of a different way. So if you didn't get what she said, then I know you can probably get what she's saying, you know? So I'm glad that she's saying it the same, but a little bit different.
And I don't understand. I'm really sorry that I don't understand how people don't understand this. So that's why maybe I'm coming off a little rude, but it blows my mind that people still don't understand this. Consent does not start when you start thinking something is sexual. Consent starts when the other person also has indicated to you that they want to be engaging in this. And that
Consensual between all the parties. Both parties or all the parties, however many parties. You need to make sure this wants to be done. It's consensual, consensual, consensual. Everybody needs to consent. Don't just look over there and think that, man, you're so damn fine. I'm just going to come over there and give you some head. I mean, because, you know, it may not work like you think. You better get consent, okay? Just because you think you're the headmaster don't mean you can go over there and just pull that one off.
That is the huge mistake that most, men make, is that as soon as they get turned on, they're like, oh, it's going down. It started. Oh, the consent has started. And that's not.
Well, I'm talking about the woman too. She did say the man, but there's some women that'll be thinking that he can never deny me. So I'm just gonna jump his bones, you know, because you know, women, we think we're beautiful, you know what I'm saying? We feel a certain kind of way already. So, you know, I don't want to just put that on the man, but I can see how a man would think automatically, you know, his penis is hard. So hey, girl, it's our time.
How it works. And that's why the world is scary to us, because it really scares me that I've gotten hundreds of comments like this. And some of them are from people that genuinely seem like they don't understand. And I'm sorry, but that really scares me that there are so many people walking around in the world who don't understand basic consent.
Oh, basic consent. Too basic, you know? Real basic. Like, oh my God, like yes or no, are we doing this? Or do you want to do this with me? You know? And like she said, either real consent or body language consent as to where we are kissing each other and rubbing on each other, you know, things like that. We don't want no extra issues, y'all. Oh man, this has been pretty educational for me. I hope it was educational for you guys. I do have one and last final click and then we'll be done. Yes, we will. I think I said click, yeah, but I definitely meant cliff.
Parties in LA, never been to one. This is like all I've heard about. They're like sex parties and they happen in like these mansions, and for girls
People having sex?
to go.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's like it's like a free for all, but here's the kicker. For girls to go, it's free. For guys to go and be a part of this like clubber community,
I heard that, or you can pay for, and then there's something I heard about where you pay couple prices. So if you go by yourself, it costs more, but if you go as a couple, you can get like a discounted rate. Because I know some people that they were like going as couples, even though they weren't couples, but they wanted the discounted rate. So they would go with like their friend, cousins, or whatever, just, you know, because they all wanted to go, but didn't have nobody to go with. So made it a little cheaper.
it's like $100,000.
And do the girls get like what's the benefit? Who makes
Wait, what kind of party she talking about $100,000?
that money?
I think, well, I don't think the girls get the money. I think the idea is that it's like a certain caliber of man. So it's not just like a bunch of like
men who are bad at fucking but have a lot of money. What a
he ain't shit. Oh, what? Right. Because if you willing to spend $100,000 at that party, I would think the same thing he just said. Like for real. Because yeah, you got money, but if you had that same money with a nice, wood, and you can do whatever you wanted to do for free, why would you pay that type of price to go to a party? Sounds like you're creepy.
Caliber.
I'm not a part of this.
Real
This
good
is
caliber.
this is just what I've heard.
Right.
Right, that was crazy work. Like, oh, it's exactly how I felt, how he felt. Ooh, I'm sad I left that one for last. But anyways, y'all get the gist of everything, right? Y'all feeling what I was putting down, right? You understand, and if you didn't, you can go look into it just a little bit more on your own. But for now, guys, that is all. That is it. After Dark is now closed. If you did enjoy the conversation, do not forget to like and subscribe and join that membership for exclusive content that you will never find anywhere else. Until next time, please make good decisions or at least make them worth talking about. Good night. Good night, my guys.
Welcome to my sex room. He like the way I'm doing it. I'm throwing that shit back like boom. Welcome to my sex room. I'm feeling real groovy. Yeah, I'm feeling real